If you have a moment, join us at Our Village. Log on to ourvillage.com and set up your account.
Welcome back to Road Notes. So if you're like us, you're constantly battling internet, looking for good service, speed, location, these kinds of things. It's also getting quite costly. So I may have a new option for you to throw in the ring. Stay with us, I'm going to show you what it is.
Beep, Road Notes.
Welcome back. So if you're like me, you follow RV boards, different RV boards on different subjects and products and things that people use, gadgets, the whole nine. Well, recently the subject of Starlink has become a huge topic, and if you don't know what Starlink is, I'm sure you'll find out soon. A lot of RVers have now purchased Starlink and are really enjoying it. However, we were not ready to jump on the Starlink bandwagon just yet. When I was following an RV board the other day, they were talking about internet options besides Starlink, which is obviously a satellite provider. And the Calyx Institute is one that came up several times. So I investigated it and I took a chance on it after reviewing it. The Calyx Institute is basically, it's a not-for-profit. It's a 501c3, tax exempt. And I took some notes on it because it was interesting. It was started back in 2010 after a gentleman who is the founder was, partially ungagged from a national security letter received from the FBI in 2004 as the owner of a small internet service provider. So this was the first constitutional challenge filed against the USA Patriot Act statute. So from there, they founded the Calyx Institute, and what the goal is to provide quality internet with some privacy. So as the years have passed, apparently they've grown in popularity. And popularity with RVers, and I have a feeling this would probably work in sticks and bricks homes as well. So when you go to their website, you can join at various. So for me and for us, we opted for the highest membership, which they call the Sustainer. And so for $750, I received the device, and it is attached to an entire year of internet. So I was a little skeptical at first, but I figured we needed to do something because we also have AT&T right now, and the cost is getting out of control. So I went ahead and purchased it, and I purchased the 5G MiFi from Inseego. And so this is what came. It's the 5G mobile hotspot. They run off of the T-Mobile network. So down here in this part of Florida, T-Mobile has really nice coverage. So we received the box with the necessary SIM card and all of the instructions, and it was brand new in the box. All you do is plug it in and set your device. When you receive everything, it comes with instructions, and it also gives you information about warranty for the device and about the Calyx Institute as well. So we've had it now since, let me see, we got this in, I think it was May. So we've had it for almost 2 months now, and there's only been one time that we have not had really good coverage, and it was because of an obstruction in the area. When you receive your device, pay attention to the paperwork that comes with it, because on the paperwork it also shows you that it's tax deductible. So even though you're paying $750 like I did for the Sustainer membership for us, on the income tax this year I'm getting a break of $256 tax deduction. So this is the 5G. They do have other ones that are not quite as fast. Some run on the 4G, the LTE, and then the 5G. This one will down throttle if the 5G is not available. It'll go into the 4G. But I have to tell you, the device has unlimited capability. It is running probably, it has probably 14 devices right now that are connected. They may not all be running at the same time, but we can run multiple devices simultaneously without it slowing down. The other thing is that we had the dish network, and before we moved into an RV, we used to have YouTube TV, which I really liked. It was less expensive than the dish, and it still had a lot of channels, along with the fact that you could DVR numerous shows. Well, we got rid of it because our internet kept slowing down. Since we've been able to use the MiFi, we are able to run 2 TVs simultaneously with the YouTube TV. Now, it may not be for everybody. You have to check the coverage in your area, but I am really pleasantly surprised by the way that this device has worked. And for us, it has cut our internet costs because we were able to cut our satellite provider. And even though we have YouTube TV, when I added all the costs together, we are now paying half of what we were paying monthly. And this device is good for a year, and then you renew, and it tells you how to do it in their paperwork. So check it out. I was really surprised, and more people should really look at it, because it is an alternative to the Starlink, and it's not a satellite that you have to keep moving. Now, it may not be for people in the mountains and things. I know that there's been some issues with Starlink in coverage areas as well, but there's something for everybody. Don't count the Calyx Institute out, because I was very surprised. If you like this video, you know what to do. Ring the bell, do all those things, and we'll see you soon.